Honestly, my summer is not going as well, but I'm not really too mad about it. I can brush it over. It's nothing really. Um, lately I've lost a couple friends due to my views and consequently due to my actions. But, we live and learn. Um, so I think it was like a month ago. No, not even a month ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. I made a video called I forgot what it was called. But yeah, why be mad at me? Why get mad at me? I think that's what it was called. And it was a video that I made about how this organization that I was in is trying to kick me out because of my views. And yeah, well, it came to a tuition. They didn't want me in the club, and so they kicked me out. They tried to be all professional about it. They dressed up real nice and shit, and then they had like some complaint papers. I was like, y'all some real bitch ass niggas, to be honest with you, man. Y'all, I'm the only one dressing casual as shit, and then you know, but they did text me. It was like a meeting, but usually college meetings or among students are usually casual. But this was like the thing about black folks that I really cannot stand is with our bipolar forgiveness. I still can't forgive the black community for forgiving Dylan's roof, but yet we're so strifed and we're so angry with each other. We have you say two black people have a problem with each other. They're not going to confront it and try to get a solution. What they'll do is just beat around the bush, start talking behind each other's back, and it just escalates. And maybe a fight will erupt, or something happens, whatever, something regrettable. And this is the issue that I have with black folks is this one-sided forgiveness, and they were trying to say that like, oh man, we have a lot of black women in our group, and it's bothering them. And I'm like, really? Sometimes I'll admit I kind of I get out of hand when I get a little mad, but I guess this is the reason why you shouldn't open up to people, especially when it comes to clubs. I think people should just kind of handle it as like a business. And that's why I don't go out and like sometimes some of the clubs will go out to dinner and go out to eat and have like social events amongst themselves. And like the reason why I don't do that and I avoid them is because I really, I kind of always suspected like you don't ever try to get close with these people on a personal level because it's going to go wrong somehow. And I should have saw this coming. And the thing was, I did my best. I did not, try to be socially involved with their lives and, get close with them, this, that, and the fourth. Um, the thing was that, it didn't work. Apparently there's like they claim that there's so many complaints, and then there was a person who wanted to join the initiative, but they didn't like me, and so um, they have to, get rid of me so this one person can get through. And I'm kind of like, I couldn't stand them because I would always try to encourage people that I know to join the initiative, you know. And my homeboy, he was like, man, don't fuck with dude, man. Don't fuck with dude. Because when I tried to get him into the club, and he was like, man, this nigga soft. This nigga probably gay. Because he shaked his hand, and he was like, man, I don't never trust a nigga with soft hands. And I was like, You know, he's a cool guy. Why don't you join? I was like, nah, man, I don't have no respect for that dude. I was like, y'all didn't even have an argument. You just touched his hand, and now all of a sudden it's like, you know, don't trust the dude or don't fuck with him like that. And I should have took his advice. Matter of fact, I have to text him because he was right. You know, never trust a nigga with soft hands. Never trust a nigga with soft hands, man. You know, I try to give him, you know, respect. And I know people had issues with. I actually had issues with the group since last. Nah, since I've been in the group for a good little bit, to be honest with you. I think I've been in it for like maybe 2 years, probably a year and a half, probably. Basically a year and a half. Cause I remember I had issues with a teacher, and I was trying to tell them about it and try to fix it. So yeah, I think so like a year and a half. I mean, it was fun while it lasted. I mean, I met some cool people. The events were on point. And that, you know, it's just, you know, people were always like, man, why aren't you involved with the group? I don't want to get involved with the group because, you know, people do not want to know the real me. And so I'd rather just be the guy who's hard to open up to than be the guy, you know, that I'm viewed as now. And, you know, people always just kind of uptight about like, man, why don't you open up? Why don't you? Because you trust me, you don't want me to. Trust me, you don't want me to. And you know, I hate that like some of the people they took like a joke that I didn't really mean it, but I kind of did, but it wasn't really something I was really promoting or trying to co-sign. I made like a little silly joke about man, well, you know, there's like a problem with whores, and I said like it should be like in the biblical days where they got stoned, and apparently that guy took it out of hand. And I know I only told one girl this, and so I think the problem because I know a lot of these complaints are from her, and so I'm really kind of scratching my head like I can't trust this chick at all because I notice everything that I say, she's like either recording it and reporting back to the president and vice president. So you know I can't even trust her with shit. You know that's shit that kind of like pissed me off. Like you know we can never joke around, but you know we can never joke around, but you know everything I say is like a crime or shit. You know this is the problem with black folks is that did they ever take the time to get to know me? Did they ever take the time to like come to my house and just say like, hey, what's up? Is there a problem? Let me understand you. They didn't do that shit. You know they didn't do that shit. And you know they just if there's somebody who has a problem with me, just talk to me straight up and just say, hey, like, what's up? How can I fix this? You know, I know black folks always bullshit about forgiveness, but it's funny how like when it's with other black folks, especially black folks like me, you know, that forgiveness runs pretty thin. There's no forgiveness. It's like, you know, I just X'd you out my life, fuck you and shit like that. You know, there's no black folks can never. That's a sad thing about it, man. Black folks can never get the type of, you know, Dylan Roof forgiveness. You know, there's no black person that can do what he did and like get the same amount of love and you know this and that. Did I know that? I mean, this is like the problem, and you know, there's so much problems and issues that I have, but I hated how like everybody was like ganging up on me and shit. And it's like, y'all are not even saints. Y'all females have no problem getting to know thugs, rapists, molesters, sex offenders, felons, thirsty dudes, uh, you know, people who are just truly bad influences. y'all have no problem being around those type of dudes. Y'all will be in the club with them. Y'all will talk to them. Y'all will be friends. Y'all will even date them. Y'all have no problem being with those type of dudes who do like physical wrong. But it's like for me, I'm the bad guy because of the things I say. Some of it be joking. Some of it, you can just kind of easily brush off and just say, okay, he's in a bad mood today. Let me just brush him off to the side or something. I don't agree with it, or hey, let me try to understand him. Is she what? Never mind. But yes, that's the thing though. That's the thing. That's the sad thing with black folks is that you know, for my views, I'm like the bad guy. I'm like the evilest man in the world, but they will hang out with people who do far worse. And the thing is, with the situation that I was in, it wasn't like a drama to where like the typical black drama that over escalates over bullshit. This was like really shit or just people talking behind my back. That was really it. And I could have lived with it, but I just really didn't understand like how in the hell did this kind of get so bad? Like they make it seem like you know, you know what? Just forget them because I always extended my hand out to them and try like say, hey, I always try to do my best to extend my hand to them. But every time they turn their backs on me, they don't want to talk to me or whatever. They just brush me off the side. And it's I'm trying to fix the problems, but they don't even want to deal with it. Y'all ain't my friends, so I don't really feel mad about the situation. It's just that the situation is silly, and this proves one-sided black, um, how one-sided black forgiveness is. You know, these females hang out with guys who do physical wrong, but yet they will spend time with them and get to know them, while somebody like me who is speaking on the right mind and trying to uplift women. And then that's the thing, is that a lot of black women are afraid of standards. They cannot comprehend why a black man wants standards. And that's the thing that really fucks with a lot of black women, because it's like it perceives you to be thirsty or grateful just to have a woman in your presence. So, a female could be like really fat, out of shape, but she'll swear up and down because she's educated or she's just confident, or no, not even really confident, in denial of her size. She feels like no dude has no right to reject her. And the thing, it's like I'm kind of tired of. I'm kind of tired of females just bypassing and just kind of allowing ratchetness to go on. I'm literally having debates with females because of stupidity, and I have no problem with them cutting me off because at least I tried. At least I tried to reason with you, but you can cut me off. I don't have no issues with that shit. I have no issues because this is retarded to where like, and I'll tell you, I have to like go back and forth. I'm sorry about this, but it's like like take the situation I told before about y'all will have to look in the archives, but I don't know the name of the video, but I made a video about a relationship forum that I attended, and what happened when there was an African guy who kind of almost got in a fist fight with the females because he he called out those females hoes. He was about to say it, and he was like, "Hey, you know, I don't understand why the hell a girl who's like 15, 14 needs to express her sexuality. You should be worrying about school, having sex and trying to do this, especially when there's a high amount of STDs, teen pregnancy. I don't think sex is a priority for a teen. That shouldn't even be a priority." And females over there trying to fight him, and I'm the only dude agreeing with him. I'm saying like, hey, you know, your views are okay. I ain't mad at you. I know where you come from. You're African, dude. I understand your culture. I understand how you're feeling. But you have females who are like trying to fight them over that comment. And I'm like, chill out, chill the fuck out. Y'all trying to fight this dude over a damn comment, and you girls won't even fuck with him anyway. If you were trying to holler at you, so let him think how he wants to think. But you know, it just goes to show, man, how fragile black women are. But they swear they're 100%. They swear they're 100. I keep it real. I'm 100. They'll keep saying stupid shit like that. Yet, you know, you have to constantly baby them. You have to constantly hold their hand and simp, and they expect you to simp for them. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's why black women, you know, that's why brothers have such a hard time dealing with them, because black women do not understand the real world, and they just want to act all they just want to act like they have some type of privilege to where they're above everything. I'm surprised I have to debate females who have sense about little shit, about why it's unnecessary, why it's unacceptable for a black woman to have a tattoo on her chest reading not bad, boss bitch. I'm literally having like a little argument over this shit. And I'm like, it makes no sense. This is shit that is not even a contest argument. There should be no contest in this argument. But yet they want to argue you down because of that. What the hell? What the hell, literally? That just goes to show, man. That just goes to show how there's not going to be a lot of progress in the black community because of that shit. And because these females who have sense want to keep caping for females that don't. So you know, you have a female who's out of shape. Some female's going to tell you, oh, her size doesn't matter. You know, all that matters is the love she'll give, or blah, blah, blah. Of course, she has to compensate for her love and overly showing affection, because she knows the weight is a major problem. But females want to dance. Oh, I wonder if this package is for me. Probably not, since it's about to make a turn. No, wait, hold on for a minute, because that could be for me. It could be for me. It could be. Is it? Probably not. Yeah, just hold on for a minute, because I'm trying to figure out if this guy's going to my apartment. Because I just kind of ordered a sleeping bag for my trip to Australia. Let me see where he's going. Yeah, let me see where he's going. Okay, that looked like it's for me. I'll hold on for a second. Let me pause this real quick, and then I'll get right back to my argument. Okay, I had to just get things resituated. With my flight, everything's good. It was simple. I was really worried about the weight, but it was like, as long as it fits over the cabin, not too heavy, you're good. So yeah, everything's all right. Everything's all right. But like I was saying, black forgiveness, it's so weird. I'm trying to understand like why is it so hard for black people to forgive each other? Why we don't take the time to understand each other? Why we don't take the time to at least agree to disagree? And I even see this nonsense in the conscious community to where, we're bashing each other like Hebrews versus Egyptians. And then we have all these little smaller sects fighting amongst each other. And that's kind of like the thing I really don't like. Um, yeah, that's like the thing I don't like is that we're constantly fighting over the smallest things and we don't come up to a disagreement. You know, we don't take the time to understand. We don't take the time to understand where we're coming from, or just try to work an agreement and just say, hey, okay, we have different views, but we have the same enemy. We have the same objective, and just move on past that. I'm just surprised that even to like every aspect of division or just in a personal level, our tolerance goes very thin. We just kind of don't give a damn about our views, or anything. It's like cut and dry. You don't agree with me, fuck you. It's like that, and I don't understand it. And I really don't know. I can't forgive the black community for forgiving Dylan Roof. It's been a week, and I'm really at like on the floor, just scratching my head, trying to figure out where the hell is sanity. Black folks are just we're under equipped. We're ill equipped, and we're not really trying. Um, we're not really trying. We're not trying to create solutions. And the thing is that at least with me, I'm not perfect or anything, but at least with me, I try not to bash anybody. Even though I'm hard on people who date interracially, I understand that most black women consider it. And so, I'm not going to be like the other people who write you off as a Negro Bedouin from the get. But I will write you off as one based off your lingo, how you talk, and how you carry yourself. But, I'm not going to like rush off and just say, oh, Negro Bedouin from the get. At least with me, I'll give you a chance, unlike some people. So I do have a nicer side. I'm not the guy bashing, IR daters to death. But, I'm just so exhausted because I don't know how much more incompetence I can take. You know, I wish I don't I almost said the name of the group, blah blah. I wish this organization the best. I wish the people in it could be more tolerant of my views. And it's not like I was hurting anybody. I wasn't picking fights on purpose. I wasn't trying to do any kind of harm to anybody. But hey, I wish them the best. I'm not really angry about them. I was really going to leave anyway, but um, thanks for this no way out option. Um, well, one way out option. And I won't really fuck with you guys. Like I'm not going to your events. I was eager to go to the relationship forums, but to be honest with you, based on how stupid and retarded the girls sound, I'll probably do y'all a favor and not even show up. You know, I might show, but then again I might not say anything and just kind of write down. I still think based off how the black people at my school kind of view me and respect me, I don't think they're going to get far. I don't think they can respect me talking for 2 minutes. So I'm not going to bother with them. Just listen, write what they say, and then make a video response. You know, that's basically it. It's weird getting kicked out of a group, but the people there have no reason to do it, but you know, they're black. It's run by females, and ironically, the president is a male, but he panders too much to females, and this is going to be the downfall of brothers because we're too busy trying to cape for these females, and we really have to create a better outlook for ourselves, man. We're looking pathetic, and I kind of would advise people not, if you're like a pro-black person, like you're really serious about your blackness, do not join black organizations. I'll probably say you can join organizations based off your interests, but stay away from black, specifically organizations like a Caribbean Heritage Club or Afro-Latino Club or just a black student union. I would just advise you to stay away from those groups because most of those groups in large scales are not well thought out. The organization's pretty weak, and I'll probably just say fuck them, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to keep it light. I kind of let out all my anger on people, and so I'm just venting. I really hope people respect my videos, and I hope people listen to them in its entirety. I really hope that. It might take a while for me to get to the views that I would like, but I think it'll take a year. It might take a year or two. I've seen brothers, who are making YouTube videos, like for instance, Superboy 22. Well, back then when he was like Superboy 222. He was, I've seen his videos, and his videos will have like 30 views or 100, and now he's getting like 5,000 views, So, it'll take a while. I'm not really too uptight about views, but, I would like for my base to get up. I think I am getting there. I would like to do blog talk, kind of call in. But, I probably don't want to sound like a copycat of Sarge or anybody else. But I probably will just stick with making YouTube videos. I respect my fans. I thank you guys for listening. I am going to start allowing comments in the section. I'm not really... I can take comments, whether it's stupid or not. So from now on, the comment section is all yours. Feel free to express your opinions. Nothing's gonna hurt me, so how about you?